Welcome to Mirror Domains Movie News, your place for entertainment headlines for January 18th, 2022. Now, guys, if you don't know how this show works, we're just going to go through some of the entertainment headlines briefly and just talk about them. It's just me basically getting up in the morning, turning on the internet, and seeing what's out there and talking about it. If there's any topics that you want to talk about, let me know in the chat and we'll go right to them. And that's the way that the show works. I'm not going to bore you with a whole bunch of life episodes of mine. We're just going to talk about movie news here and give it to you as straight as possible. But let's talk about the big thing going on today. I guess there's a rumor out there that John Krasinski is going to be playing Reed Richards in the upcoming Doctor Strange movie and the Multiverse of Madness, Doctor Strange 2. Now, this is just a fan-made image, guys, so I don't know how much I can put up there, but everybody's been wanting this fan casting for a while. I think it would be great casting. I think it would be ideal. They should back a truck of money up to his house and get him and Emily Blunt to play in the Fantastic Four, because that's what the fans want. And if the studios have learned anything from Spider-Man No Way Home, they wanted to see Tobey and they wanted to see Andrew. They gave us that, and look how much money that made. So the fans do want Krasinski and Emily Blunt in there as the Fantastic Four duo, or pair at least, along with the other characters, but they want to see him as Reed Richards. They want to see her as Sue Storm. That's what they want to see. So I don't understand why they would not give that to us. Just back up that money, because we've shown that we'll come out and we'll see it in the theater. That's what we want. I've often said that it's kind of like you pulling up to McDonald's and saying, "Oh, I want a Big Mac meal, please," and them saying, "Well, no, the chef isn't cooking that today. You can have a burger with barbecue sauce on it." It's like, well, that's not what I want. I want a Big Mac. No, the chef or the director here says, no, that's not his vision. It's like, no, but I want my Big Mac. I want my John Krasinski as Reed Richards. See, that's how fandom works. And if you give it to us, it's not sacrificing your vision. If that's not your vision, then you should be what should be what we want, right? Because we're speaking loud enough here. This is what we want to see. So why not give it to us? Just the way that they did when we were saying, we want Tobey, we want Andrew. Give it to us and we'll come out and we'll see it. So where is all this coming from, guys? Where is all this coming from? It's coming from a couple reports, but we're going to look at one of them right off the bat here from the Comic Book Reporter. So, guys, whoops. That's Kevin Bacon. What we're going to do here is, so where's this all coming from? It's coming from Comic Book Reporter. And some other sources out there, but nothing concrete, nothing from the Hollywood Reporter, nothing like Variety or Deadline, nothing concrete yet. It's all sort of rumor right now, and it's not substantiated by any huge credible source if you think that this is credible or not, but it's a rumor out there and it's going to be talked about, so we're going to talk about it right now. All right, so is he going to be a cameo? Well, it does seem like it's going to be, maybe by this report. And if he would play it, he was asked if he would say it, he would play it, and he said, "Hell yeah, I'd play Mr. Fantastic." However, there's been no news indicating Krasinski has ever officially approached for the role. So yeah, and Emily Blunt has said that too, that they've never approached her, and she doesn't even know if she would want to do it, because that's just, she's not looking to get into that into the superhero franchise. So there's really not much here to gravitate onto, and there are people saying that there's going to be the X-Men in the Multiverse of Madness. That's all speculation, guys. You'll have to let me know what you think your speculations are, who's going to show up in the Multiverse of Madness, because it's going to be a little bit like the Spider-Man No Way Home, that they're going to try to bring in some cameos and have people go, "Oh, wow, that's groundbreaking." For me, John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic or Reed Richards, I think that would be phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Okay, let's go back to... why is that coming up? I never even pressed that button. Oh, that's why. Okay. Let's go back to Moon Knight. Moon Knight dropped last night, and if you haven't seen it yet, the trailer for it, I'll leave a link to it up in the cards above here. I did a trailer reaction. I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. And I felt like today we're going to look at some of the reactions to it. I was pleasantly surprised that a lot of people really liked the Moon Knight trailer, and they were talking mostly about his accent for some reason. His accent. So let us go back to my web browser here. And why is that up again? Kevin Bacon is it's it's all over the place here. You know why they're talking about that? Because people were saying that Ethan Hawke looked like Kevin Bacon. I don't get it. Let me pull that up again. Okay, see, there he is, Kevin Bacon. We'll look at Ethan Hawke here in a second and see if you agree. But I guess a lot of people were talking about his British accent, and people say, well, he's that's just character, or if that's where he's coming from, I don't know. Whatever. I thought it was interesting to see it, but I guess a lot of people were like, wow, I can't believe that that this guy's doing this accent, because we've heard him do the American accent for quite a while now, and it came as a shock to some people. Okay, and they were saying that was bad. So we got some tweets here. What's more off-putting from the Moon Knight trailer? Oscar Isaac with an accent, or Ethan Hawke with that wig? With that wig, guys. There's that wig. Kevin Bacon wig. That will come funnier once we read some more stories. Curious to see what accent they have for Oscar Isaac. Do they do when they have him come in to redub it? Curious to see what accent they have Oscar Isaac do when they come in to redub it. Why would they redub it? I mean, it serviced the film or the series trailer. I didn't see anything wrong with it. It was interesting. Why is Oscar Isaac doing a weird English accent? Weird English accent. Thank God there's a narrative explanation for Oscar Isaac's gibberish Moon Knight accent. The internet is going collectively pop when Oscar Isaac uses his real voice for the first time in Moon Knight instead of his hilarious faux British Kingsman accent. So as you can see, a lot of people are ragging on him, and I'm not going to read all these tweets. I thought they were just going to be giving us a quick sample, but I guess hey guys, look at that. Look how many people didn't like his accent. I didn't think that was the issue for Moon Knight, though. I felt like the trailer was actually pretty awesome. I liked the imagery behind it, and I liked the dual personalities that are going to break through here. And I think that looked fantastic. The Dick Van Dyke Accent School. Okay, so people are really up in arms about that. Kevin Bacon. All right, that's it. We're going to get rid of Kevin Bacon on this big screen right now. Okay, there he is. Let's go back to web browsing and delete Kevin Bacon. Not from that. Okay, so you guys will have to let me know what you thought about the Moon Knight trailer in the comments below. I know that there will be a lot of breakdowns, scene for scene, shot for shot breakdowns. I tend to stay away from those because the viewer retention goes way down, and that's not what people want to see unless they're really looking for that, and you got to create dedicated videos for that kind of stuff. So with that being said, let's move on to some other movie news headlines here today, guys. Coming soon. What do you got for me? Hey, I told you to get rid of this ad. I said it was inappropriate. Exclusive, The King's Daughter clip starring Pierce Brosnan and William Hurt. Have you guys seen this trailer? Apparently this was filmed back long ago and was supposed to come out in 2014. And, yeah. Daniel Radcliffe to play Weird Al Yankovic in Roku's comedy biopic. What's that all about? Daniel Radcliffe cast as Weird Al Yankovic in Roku's comedy biopic. Do you see that? Weird Al is tall, though. He's tall and he's lanky. Daniel Radcliffe is not tall and lanky. He's Oh, what is he? He's under 6, but I thought Al was much taller than that. Um, and I like Weird Al. Who doesn't like Weird Al? Very curious to see how that's going to look. I don't know if he's got the range to play Weird Al, because Weird Al puts his voice into such weird tones. He goes up and modulates his voice. He's a musician too, so I mean, yeah, that'll be interesting. Weird Al, starring Harry Potter. Harry Potter as Weird Al Yankovic. Moon Knight trailer. Premiere. Yes, we know that. We know that the Moon Knight trailer is out there. Kat Dennings celebrates WandaVision's anniversary by showing wardrobe malfunction. Yes, apparently, I do actually follow her on Twitter, I think, and I saw it. Basically, she put on some Spanx or something to keep everything nice and firm, and they kind of ruptured on her because, well, well, she's got the curves for it, guys. And she took it all in good humor, which is good for her. Good for her. I think that's it pretty much for coming soon. There's not much more there that I really wanted to hit on. I just wanted to talk about those 2 quick headlines. I'm sure that some of those headlines will jump up later on. Let's go over to Deadline and see what's going on over there today. Hopefully we won't get flooded with a whole bunch of stuff that'll lag my system. Hey, I told you not to play these Ooh, I'm getting triggered here. Okay, Mark Foster to direct Tom Hanks comedy in a man called Ove. Never heard of it. Okay, but Tom Hanks in a new picture, directed by Mark Forster. Fine, that's fine. There's a Weird Al story again. You'll see that things always repeat themselves here in these things, and that's a good thing. I don't really have much to say about the Weird Al story. Other than what I've already said, oddly enough. All right, is that all that's here? I thought there was something else here. I took it down in my notes. That there was something here that we're supposed to see. I guess there isn't. Let's go over to Joe Blow. Apparently there's supposed to be stuff there that I'm supposed to see. There's the Radcliffe to play Weird Al again. Okay. Sorry guys, I need a drink here. The Batman TV spot promises that vengeance has arrived. There's a new TV spot. Yeah, we're going to get flooded with those. I'm not going to do trailer reactions to each and every TV spot because we just get flooded with them. And some of them tend to put in spoilery information that people don't necessarily want to see. Andrew Garfield lied to Emma Stone about his Spider-Man No Way Home role. Yeah, we saw that, and we saw the footage of that yesterday on his Twitter. He was in an interview, and he was like... She kept calling him or something because people were asking her and kept asking her, just like they were him. And he was kind of like, he had to lie to her to say, no, he's not, because they were trying to get confirmation through her that he was in it. And he just wouldn't give up. And I, as I said yesterday, I'll say again, thank you, Andrew, for trying to keep that a secret as much as possible. Because while everybody suspected and felt like you were really going to be in it, you saying that you were not really gave that little bit of doubt for some people, so that when you actually did show up, it was kind of like, okay. Candyman Day of the Dead. Daniel Radcliffe to play Weird Al. People are going to be talking about that. Demonic Neil Blomkamp horror movie gets March Blu-ray and DVD release. Did you see Demonic? It was limited release and was a huge box office bomb. I don't even think it made $1 million. The people that saw it, the immediate reactions were of disgust, and they were let down by it. They were majorly let down by Neil Blomkamp's show. So What the? That shouldn't happen. That's my desktop. All right. But yeah, they didn't like it. God damn. This is a bad stream, guys. I think what's going to happen here is I'm going to maybe redo it. Just re-record all of it. And then post that out later. Because for some reason, YouTube is taking like up to 20 to 24 hours for it to say that, hey, it's a good live video. Now you can edit it and chop it up into bits. I just want to be on the live stream, so if anybody comes on and wants to talk about these things, then we can. But nobody has, so... Is that it for Joe Blow? Okay, let's go over to Movie Web. And then we'll round out the day looking at the Twitterverse. The best movies about finding love in old age. Andrew Garfield would love to reunite with Tom Holland and Tobey Maguire. Of course, Gal Gadot vows to never work with Joss Whedon again. Now, we talked about Joss Whedon defending himself yesterday. I guess he came out and said that everything that people were saying was not true, that he didn't treat people with disrespect on the set. But if you know anything about Joss Whedon and his stories, then yeah, that happens. And apparently Gal Gadot got some of the worst of it, so I don't blame her for saying that. It's just like her relationship with Joss Whedon is just so fractured. It's like The Rock and Vin Diesel. They're never going to work together again. It's just not going to happen. All right. I thought there were some things here that we could talk about. Yeah, fans can't get enough of the Oscar Isaac accent. Oh yeah, okay. Here's the Ethan Hawke story. Now, and this is where my Kevin Bacon reference will come in. Okay, so Marvel fans mistake Ethan Hawke for Kevin Bacon in Moon Knight trailer. What do you think, guys? What do you think? Do you think? Do you think that's him? Does that look like Kevin Bacon? Doesn't for me. So I felt like that was a little bit fun. It's fun. It's worth talking about for a few seconds. I might have to record a short for that because that's the funny thing about it. Yeah, we're gonna do a short for that, and we'll record that afterwards. In fact, I'm going to keep that story up in the background. And let's go to round out the day by looking at Twitter, guys. See if there's any, because this is where stuff breaks. And if there's anything trending out there, it'll show up on my side page. And yeah, production on rom-com. Why? Why is it? Production on rom-com Ticket to Paradise starring Julia Roberts, George Clooney, Caitlin Dever, Billy Lourd, and Lucas Bravo has been halted due to serious outbreaks during filming. Oh, I didn't know that Julia Roberts and George Clooney were working together again. Okay. I got no problem with that, but it's a bummer that the production got halted. Encanto. Barb and Star go to visit Vista Del Mar in Favorite. Kirsten Stewart. Willem Dafoe praises Tom Holland's performance in Spider-Man No Way Home. I admire greatly his discipline and his commitment to the role, and physically he was incredible. And you know something that came out in this article too is that one of the conditions that Willem Dafoe had for coming back for No Way Home was that he wanted to do all of his own stunts. That's cool. And it did pay off. It did pay off. I'm actually impressed now that I learned that because he does some pretty crazy stuff in that movie. Daniel Radcliffe is set to star as Weird Al Yankovic in upcoming biopic for Roku. What do you think? Can Harry Potter play Weird Al Yankovic? I'm not seeing it, guys. I'm not seeing it. Okay, I think that's it. We got some more William Dafoe stuff there. The Batman starring Robert Pattinson and Oscar Isaac as Moon Knight. I'm glad that we're finally getting more high-res pictures of this suit, because so far everything that they released yesterday was kind of like really low-fi to find. And if you don't know, I really like the trailer, guys. I think that's where we will end it for today. There's not much else going on. If there's anything in there that you want me to talk about, if there's anything in there that you want me to break out, the show will go on every day, 12 p.m. And I'm thinking about maybe for the rest of the week, I'm going to run this every hour, maybe every half hour, and just put it on and see if I can get any momentum out there, any traction. That's what I need. I need traction. I need people to know, hey, there's an alternative out there where we talk about the movie news and the headlines. And if you want to talk about them, you can talk about them here as well without any fluff. You don't need to hear the same story of me talking about going to some amphitheater or some crap like that. All right. With that being said, thanks for joining us today, guys. That's all I have to contribute for the realm of movie news for January 18th, 2022.